You know, I went through the MIT process, got 4 degrees, started 7 different companies. And when I saw Donald Trump win, I felt this was a call for, frankly, a new American revolution. And people like scientists and engineers and people who actually work for a living should participate in government, which was, I think, the ideal of our founders. So I feel very fortunate to go against Elizabeth Warren. And, you know, if you think about it, Massachusetts is really the center, in many ways, the belly of the beast, where the academic elites exist.
Sure.
They think they know better.
Sure.
And where the reality is most of these elites know very little. They haven't had to start businesses, create jobs. And I think it's time that we get rid of these lawyer lobbyists.
Well,
that's what Elizabeth Warren represents.
That's very good, because Elizabeth Warren stood up and said, you didn't build this on your own. You needed government. You needed the roads. And you're going right up against that whole idea. You're going up against socialism. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I think what we're really saying is that these people are fake fighters. They basically pander, they manipulate the masses, and they create fights that basically do not exist. And essentially what they want to do is create big things. If you look at what she did with Dodd-Frank, and supporting that, Dodd-Frank essentially destroyed 1,200 community banks. Obamacare destroyed thousands of local doctors. And if you go back to Sarbanes-Oxley, which the Democrats supported, essentially destroyed many small businesses because of the regulations it put on. So Elizabeth Warren represents what I call the not-so-obvious establishment. And this is a recurrent in history, where you have the establishment, which wants to keep things the way they are. You have people like Donald Trump who are change agents. And then you have the insidious element, people like Elizabeth Warren, who speak a good game, and they essentially confuse the masses to essentially funnel them back to the policies of the establishment, which is big business. Well, I think only a real Indian can defeat the fake Indian. I sent her a DNA test kit for her birthday, and I was very sad that she returned it. And I tweeted it out, and it went viral all over the internet. Because, see, the issue of real Indian and fake Indian, there's a truth there, because here's a woman who actually checked off the box saying that she was a Native American.
Yep.
I mean, this foretells a person who's basically a self-serving elitist, is willing to cut in line as she needs, is willing to promote policies, for example, illegal immigration, so others can cut in line. I came in as a legal immigrant. You know, my dad came first. We had to wait about a year. So there's essentially disrespect for the law and disrespect for the country. And these people, play a very, very good game, and they're essentially un-American in my position.
Okay.
The reality is, in Massachusetts, there's 3 interesting trends right now. There are the never-Trumpers, the Trump loyalists, and another emerging group called the fake Trumpers, which essentially the never-Trumpers are using to essentially convince Trump loyalists to manipulate votes. It's a very interesting dynamic we're seeing. And that same process is actually occurring in different parts of the country. So I think it's going to be a historic fight, because remember, Elizabeth Warren is not running just for Senate. She's running to stop Donald Trump. That's what her website says.